do it all, it's all me. I'm not fake, don't ever call me lazy. I won't stay put, give me the chance to be.
What up, guys? KCRC Rock Bouncer here. Yeah. Look what we got here. It is up and going, guys. It's been a little bit of a wait. This is my buddy Leslie's rig. It's a Donald Jenkins chassis that's been customized a little bit. The guy who originally ordered it, I assume, ordered it like it is. Because I checked out all of Donald's builds that he has on his build list, and none of them look like this. I think it looks freaking awesome. In my opinion, it kind of looks like Gold Rush just a little bit, but obviously there's some small changes here and there about it. These days, doesn't even matter anyway. So, yeah. This thing is going to be out and running today, hopefully. We worked on it last night. Leslie came over. What happened is he ordered these Vanquish axles, which he's running. Same thing as I've ran, except for I've never had this rear axle, but he's running SCX 10.2 Vanquish F9 rock jocks, or F9s. They're not rock jocks, though, but they're the F9 axle. Freaking awesome. The rear is insanely stout with the truss built into the axle housing. Show you a bit what I mean. So if you look at that truss built into the tube, and then you look at the rock jock axle, it's just the tube with no rear supporting truss. And these are insanely strong. So I'm going to assume that you're going to be pretty damn hard pressed to break these F9 axles, especially the rears. But yeah, I went ahead and made Leslie a trade too. He's running, what are they? Vanquish twin hammer trailing arms in the rear. He's running my links up top. I made him custom links for the front, and then I made him his own steering link and drag link for the front as well. So it's got some goat links on it. After we got done working last night, there were still a couple odds and ends that needed to be done just to set it up and make it work and perform a little bit better. I went ahead and installed this sway bar, which is an Axial Yeti sway bar. It's a stock one. Dinky, we dropped this chassis off the Dinky RC, and you can see that just like in the other chassis that I built, there it is. He went ahead and put this tab on both sides for a sway bar mount. That, as far as fabrication to the chassis goes, since Leslie got it, that's the only thing that's been done, is the sway bar tabs have been installed. I really like his tabs, Donald Jenkins tabs that he put on this chassis compared to the old Confliction buggy that I had, which had these little tabs like up front. I think these are going to last a little bit longer than the ones on Confliction, but these will definitely need to be replaced, because with enough driving, once you tumble and you start hitting this screw right here in the top of the shock, that tab just starts wiggling back and forth, and you straighten it and it ends up, the weld will crack. So I don't think you're going to have that issue on the rear, because this tab's a lot beefier. But I tried to get him, see if he wanted to redo the front tabs, but we're just going to go ahead and wait until the time comes that it needs to be done. And then by that time, there'll be an adequate amount of run time. We'll take it in, get new tabs, and maybe he'll re-powder coat it, or he'll just spray paint it again to clean it up. But whatever he decides to do, yeah, that's pretty sweet. So, sway bar definitely works, as you can see. It's a little stiff right now. Might grind out a tiny bit of material out of the center, but if I do that, I kind of want to get like a belt, like a sand belt, like a thin one, and be able to spin it on it so I can take it down an even amount of material instead of just grinding into it, because I've ground into these torsion bars before, and it seems like if you don't do it just right, they end up popping on you later on down the line, and otherwise they don't. This is the stock axial sway bar. I got the sway bar set, so I got soft, medium, hard. I believe this is the medium bar. But yeah, to get it in, you have to straighten the bar out, shove it in, and then rebend it, which you can do that one time without hurting the bar. I found that out through past experience. If you try and take this bar off now, straighten it out, pull it out, and then rebend it, when you bend it back, it's going to snap if you do it twice. First time, fine. Second time, no good. Yeah, we had it rolling yesterday, but it was even taller. So I did the same thing in the front that I do with my rigs. And instead of mounting the shock to the actual tab that's there for the shock, I just went ahead and got longer hardware and mounted it off of the lower link mounts with a spacer. That way he still kept all the suspension travel that he got out of these 110 millimeter shocks, but yeah, he kept all that, but he also decreased the ride height in the front, which when we're on steep hills and getting under the power, it's going to help keep that front end down a little bit. At least that it should. What else other than that? Yeah, he's got my wheels and tires on here right now, just kind of for the mock-up look. So, links are made. Yeah, steering link's done. I just made that this morning. All Leslie needs to do right now is just come over with the transmission. We'll install the electronics and make a couple mounting plates for those electronics, and it's good to go. So I don't know what to call this buggy, but it's pretty sweet. It reminds me a lot of Confliction. Hold on, guys. 1 second. Alrighty. And here, I guess we're done showing that off. This thing's freaking awesome. And here's the project that I've been working on, which is already coming along quite nicely. We're just gonna see where it ends up. Yeah. That's how it's gonna look so far. Still obviously gotta do the front end and do a little bit of changing to it. But what do you guys think? And I like how I've been talking to Dinky, Matt Dinky RC, and he really likes the idea that I've started building with the seat and the character in there, the trans, motor. Yeah, it made for a pretty cool build process. We'll see how it ends up. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the front end, but I think it's going to be leaning a little more towards like the setup of Hedgehog. So we'll see where we end up, guys. KCRC Rock Bouncer out. Let you get a little close view real quick. I think it's going to be pretty freaking sweet. We'll see. I even made a rod for a mock-up shock, so my tabs are going to be coming down off the bottom of this. So, let's see how it turns out, guys. Later.